So namaste. Welcome to this class. If Kajal, I don't know if you've ever done yoga before, but if you have, then wonderful, you know what to do. If you haven't, then just kind of take it slow. Nothing that we're going to be doing today is going to be crazy. We're going to work with our hips today. Today is going to be hip opening day. And so, yeah, we'll take it slow. Yes, I have. Thank you. Oh, this is good. Thank you. We'll take it slow as well, and we'll just work on opening the hip joints. If at any point you're in the practice, you need to slow down or even stop, I can't see you, so please do. You can just take a rest and then join us whenever you feel ready. The sun has come out, so this is good news as well. So a little bit of more light. Okay. So awesome. So we're gonna sit in a comfortable position, please. And I normally sit on a block. You can sit on a book or a cushion or something, just for the first 2 or 3 minutes while we reconnect. The main thing here is that our spine is straight. Your legs can be in any position. I'm doing Sukhasana, but you can do any pose. And whenever you're ready, close your eyes. Bring the awareness to your face. And see if you can find any tension on your forehead. Maybe your jaw is a bit tense. Just simply observing. And as you breathe out, softening any tension away. Awareness to our shoulders. Same thing, the back of our neck. Softening as we breathe out. And then we're scanning down our body all the way down to our hips. We notice the state of our hips today prior to the practice, so that then we can compare with the end of the practice. And going all the way down our legs to our feet. Softening through the soles of the feet as well. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth deeply. You can make a sound as well. Inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling it all out through the mouth. When you feel ready, blinking your eyes open. Namaste, welcome to this class. As I said, a little bit of hip opening first. First, we're just going to notice again the state of our hip flexors. Bring the feet together in Baddha Konasana. And as it is the beginning of the class, you might find that your hips are quite tense as well. So try not to do anything, just observing the state of it. Press onto both feet. Spine is long. And from here, we're going to take some lateral side stretches. So bringing the left hand to the floor. Inhale, lift the right arm out. Stretch first, relax the shoulder, and then try to go towards the left. Maybe you can pulsate a little bit between one side and the other. Just feeling the stretch on that right side of the body. Keep breathing and moving with the breath. And then gently going back to the other side, doing exactly the same thing, pulsating onto this side stretch. Then coming back to center, bringing the hands together, interlacing the fingers, pushing them away from you. We're gonna inhale, lift the body, lift the chest, lift your head towards your hands, so towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, bring the hands to the feet and release down a little bit. And then inhale, come back, hands behind. If you can, press onto the feet and see if you can lift your hips tiny little bit off the floor. And then exhale, release. And let's come to all fours. And from here, just simply moving in any sort of possible way that feels comfortable and good today. You can round through the spine, you can send your hips from side to side. You can go into some sort of cat-cow position. Anything that feels good for you today, please do. Anything, any movements. Okay. I was just muting you so that there is no background sound. Wonderful. Coming back to a place of stillness in the middle. We're going to open the hips and the knees to the sides, almost to the edges of the mat. And exhale, release the seat bones back to the heel. Inhale, moving forwards. Exhale, move back. Inhaling, moving forwards. Exhaling, moving back. Twice more. Inhale, lift forwards. Exhale, move back. And one more time. Inhale, this time open the hands so that they're on the edges of the mat as well. Bend the elbows and then come all the way down. Inhale, lift into cobra. Tuck the toes under, bend the knees, and then come up into a really wide-legged dog. So your feet are on the edges of the mat. As you exhale, try to bring the heels down to the floor. Inhale, come onto the toes. Exhale, heels down to the floor. Inhaling, coming onto the toes. Exhale. We're gonna move forwards, rounding through the back. Gonna tag the toes, or untag the toes, rather, and then see if we can lift into a high cobra. And then we're gonna reverse. Tag the toes under, bend the knees, lift, go back, and then again, rolling onto cobra, which is called cobra rolls. It makes sense. And then come back. And one more time. Inhale, rounding and coming forwards. Shoulders down, relax the face. Maybe you need to have your elbows bent a little bit, that's fine. And then come back to downward facing dog. This time bring the hands to a normal position for downward facing dog and the feet in as well. We're going to point the feet towards the left and bend the knees. As we bend the knees, see if you can come onto that right hand and lift. And then come over to the other side, point your feet towards the right and lift. Hand down. And then coming to the other side. And then one more time. The next time we come towards the right, we bring in the right foot in front. Lift the right arm up. Then exhale, release the hips slowly towards the floor. You don't need to go all the way down, maybe just a tiny little movement. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, really pushing onto that front foot. And then come back, and then over to the other side. The left foot goes in front, lift the arm up, exhale, hips down towards the floor, inhale, exhale, twice more, inhaling, Exhale in, and one more time, inhale. This time release. Come back to down dog. Find length throughout the spine here. Elevate the shoulders a little bit. See if you can bring your navel back and up. Internally rotate the thighs back, creating a little bit more curve on the lower back. See if you can bring the heels towards the floor. Release the head. Inhale, lift the right leg back and up. Gonna open the right hip, bend the knee. Do some circles with the foot, one way, the other way. Lift the knee a little bit higher if you can. Exhale really slowly. Bring the foot forwards between the hands. Bring the hands to the front thigh. See if you can bring your ribs in slightly. And then here, inhale, lift both arms up. Make sure that your front knee is on top of the ankle. This is important. I think something that I always say in all my classes, but still important. Breathe in here. Exhale, release the hands down, slowly framing the front foot. Step back. Inhale, lift the left leg back and up, bend the knee. Open the hip, slightly moving your torso towards the left, looking underneath the left armpit. Do some circles, one way, the other way with the foot. And then slowly bringing the leg, foot between the hands to the front thigh. Start bringing your rib cage back. Inhale, lift the arms up. Make sure that your front knee is on top of your ankle, your back leg is straight. The heel is off the floor for now. Exhale, hands down, frame the front foot, step back. Breathe here. Then bring the knees to the floor. Open the knees towards the sides and come into Balasana. One more breath. Press onto the hands. Tuck the toes and lift the sit bones up. Inhale, lift the right leg back and up. We're gonna go into lizard pose. Exhale, bring the foot forward between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Walk the right foot towards the side. A little bit. And then from here, see if you can bring your forearms, your elbows to the floor. If you're happy here, you might want to lift the back leg. Otherwise, just keep your knee down, it's fine. And if you put something underneath the back knee, that also might be a bit more comfortable. Breathing in here. We're going to come back onto the hands and we're going to take a twist. Bring the hands, right hand to the right thigh. Inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, release the hand down and inhale, circle the arm right up. Exhale, releasing the arm, inhale, lifting. One more time. Sun is in my eyes, I can't see anything anymore. It doesn't matter. Bring the hand back to the thigh so you can open your chest towards the ceiling a little bit more. Maybe opening that hump a little bit more towards the back. And then exhale, release. Come back to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, foot forwards between the hands. Drop the knee down first, walk the foot towards the side. Bring the elbows down or stay in your hands. Maybe you want to lift the back leg, or maybe not. If you're lifting the back leg, make sure that it's straight. Exhale, release. Bring the hands down and bring the left hand to the left side. Inhale, lift the arm up. We're going to do some circles. Exhale, hand down and around. Inhale, exhale, inhaling up. Exhale. Next time you bring your arm up, so you can open a little bit more. Exhale, hand down. Step back, down dog. Breathe in here. Walk the hands towards the feet. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fall forwards. Open the feet a little bit wider. And walk the hands forwards like if you were going into down dog, but you've got your knees bent. And breathe in here. Feel the stretch along the back. Then pushing onto the feet, we're going to bring the hands forwards and sit onto this chair pose. Push firmly again onto the feet and come all the way up. Exhale, come down to the floor. Inhale halfway. Exhale, walk the hands forwards to a plank pose. Bring your knees, your chest and your chin onto the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back, elbows in. Exhale, down dog. Breathing in here again. Inhale, lift the right leg back and up. Exhale, foot forwards between the hands. This time we're going to plant the back foot down and come up into your second warrior. Again, making sure that that knee is in front of the ankle. Back leg is straight. Stretch through the arms. Sink down a little bit more. We're going to go into Baddha Konasana by bringing the elbow to the side, opening the chest, extending the arm towards the ceiling. If you can, then maybe bring the hand down to the floor. Or if you've got a block, this is a wonderful place to use it. Then see if you can sink down a little bit lower. If you're still having your elbow on the thigh, simply breathe there. Bring the arm in line with the ear. Stretching the front leg, coming into Trikonasana. Again, if you have a block to place the hand, wonderful. Open the arm towards the sky. Exhale, release the hand. From here, we're going to walk the hands back a little bit and we're going to lift the toes off the floor. Feel the stretch. Now bend the elbows, see if your head can go towards your leg. But square the hips, so your hips are level with each other and with the front of the mat. You might not be able to lift a lot, so simply see what you can do. And then exhale, release. Come onto the toes from the front foot. And then come up into this kind of first warrior. Where you've got your heel off the floor. Exhale, hands down, step back. Inhale, lift the left leg back and up. As you exhale, you bring the foot forwards between the hands. And then you plant the back foot down and left elbow to the left thigh. Inhale, lift the arm up. Look towards the hand. Then if you have a block, I'm going to bring a block. Or a book or anything that resembles a block. Place it outside your left foot. And then bring a hand to the floor. Keep breathing here. See if you can sink down through the hips a little bit more. The knees on top of the ankle as usual. Arm in line with the ear. Create that beautiful straight line between your fingers and your toes. From here, stretching the front leg into Trikonasana. Releasing the hand, pointing both feet towards the front of the mat. Lift the the toes off the floor. And release the head. Bend the knee. And then come onto the toes. Hands to the front thigh. Release the heel down, hands down, step back, down. Keep breathing here. We're gonna go into another opening of the hips pose. Inhale, lift the right leg back and up. Exhale, foot forwards between the hands. In exactly the same way, plant the back foot down, bring the elbow to the thigh. Start spiraling the chest. Bring the left hand to the left hip and pause there. Walk the back foot a little bit forwards. If you have a block, this is also a good place to put it. Otherwise, hand to the floor. And then see if you can transfer the body weight to the front foot and come into this Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. Your left hip is open towards the ceiling. Maybe you can stretch the arm towards the thing. And if this is really complicated, you don't need to lift parallel with the floor. Just simply lift a little bit, come back, lift a little bit, come back. Otherwise, if you're in your Ardha Chandrasana, really breathe in here. Exhale, release the leg. Bring the hands down to the floor. Step back. Down dog. Same thing on the side. Left foot goes up. Exhale, foot forwards between the hands. Let's go into Parsva Konasana. Plant the back foot down. Elbow to the floor. Hand to the hip. Pause. And then start getting ready for your pose. Maybe block on the floor, maybe hand on the floor. See if you can transfer all the body weight onto your front foot. Take a step, lift. Remember, you can pulsate a little bit. Or you can just stay in your half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Between the sunshine in my eyes and the table, this is fun today. Okay, exhale, release. Hands down, bring the knees down to the floor. Sit back. Balasana. We're gonna do the same exercise, but on our knees to see how different, yet how similar this exercise is. So inhale, come back to your hands. Stretch the right leg back. Pivot onto that right foot. Bring the left hand underneath your head. You can come onto the toes from the other foot. And maybe bring the leg or that foot a little bit more towards the left. Hand to the hip, pause. Whenever you're ready, lift with the hand. Wonderful. Keep breathing here. See how much it changes as the core of our body, the center of gravity of our body is closer to the earth. And how much easier it is, at least for me. Maybe you find it easier the other way. And then exhale, really slowly releasing, swapping sides, stretching the left leg back. The other leg goes towards the right a little bit. Find that balance, lift the left leg up. And exhale, release. Come back to down dog. And breathe. Walk the hands towards your feet. Bend the knees. Send the hips back. Hands together. I normally take Hakini Mudra, but it doesn't matter. Just bring in the, you can have your hands forwards. Press them to the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Back to center. So notice that we haven't done any sun salutes yet, because you don't need to do sun salutes to do yoga or vinyasa flow. We're gonna do standing pigeon followed by sleepy pigeon prayer. So the first thing is Lift the right leg, knee up. Bring the foot across. Open the hip nicely. Quick. Find that balance first. Hands to the heart center. See if you can sink down. Keep your back straight, your shoulders relaxed. As you're sinking down, notice whether your hip flexor has opened, maybe not. Maybe bringing the elbows to the foot and the knee, but keeping your back straight. If you're super comfortable here, you can bring the hands down and fall forwards. Otherwise, wherever you are is the place that you should be. So just listen to what your body is telling you. My body is telling me that I can't balance today because the sun is really strong on my eyes. Open the arms to the sides and then come back. Really slowly, knee in. Exhale, release. Maybe shake your legs a little bit. And then other side, knee up, across, hands together, sinking down. As you exhale, you sink down a little bit more. And remember that quality of exhaling and softening through the body. See if you can bring yourself down a little bit more. Back is straight. And then slowly, maybe coming down, maybe not. Extending your wings to the side. And then coming back up. Knee up. Exhale. Release. Wonderful. So wherever you are, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fall forwards. Walk the hands forwards to the front of the mat and walk the feet back. So you're in downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Sometimes it's really funny how it's so difficult to balance in position, and sometimes it's so easy. And you would think that after half an hour meditation that I did before, my mom would be a bit calmer, but nope. So meditation doesn't always work either. Okay, inhale, lift the right leg back and up. As you exhale, knee forwards, drop it outside the right foot, the right hand, and then slide the left leg back. If this is really hard, you can always slide a block under your right hip. Come forwards. Release the hand. Make sure that your back leg is straight, including the foot. Normally we tend to move the foot in or out. In your head, see if you can, more like energetically, move the right knee back towards your other knee. And when you do that, see if anything changes in your position by moving that knee back. You won't be able to move it very much. It's more like a thought on an intention rather than an actual physical movement. See if you can move it back. And also the other knee moves forwards. So this is a contraction. And then exhale, release. See if there is an expansion in this pose. And you can do that as many times as you like. You can pulsate. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders and tuck the back foot. Step back, down dog. You can move your hips from side to side. And then inhale, lift the left leg back and up. As you exhale, move the knee forwards, drop it outside the left hand. Stretch the right leg. If you're not sure whether your back leg is straight or not, you can have a look. And then bring the elbows to the floor. Relax into a pose. But also see if you can bring both knees towards each other. And then exhale, release into it. And again, inhaling, maybe contracting a little bit, bringing each knee towards each other, bringing the left outer left hip back a little bit, right hip forward so that your hips are level. And then slowly bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And instead of stepping back into down dog, we're going to move the back leg and we're going to get it across and onto the other side of your leg. From here, we're going to take a twist. Right hand behind you. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, elbow outside the right knee and take a twist. Inhale, create a space. As you exhale, you twist. You can again say inhaling, lifting, exhale, rotating. And then slowly coming back. This time, we're going to bring both feet so that you're on like the top of your feet. Your knees are in line with each other. Bring the hands, dorsiflex your toes, bring the hands to the soles of the feet. Inhale, lift the chest. As we exhale, pressing onto the feet with your hands so that the arms are active. See if you can fall forwards. And then inhale, lift. Lift the left arm up. Bend the elbow. Bring the right hand behind you. See if you can grab hold of your fingers. That's not going to happen to me. It's never happened. Well, it has happened before I had an operation in that arm, but it's not happened for many years. So if it doesn't happen, don't worry about it. Just grab hold of your t-shirt or something, and then maybe come forwards. And then inhale, come back. Release the arms. Stretch your legs. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, other side. First, we're taking a twist, so we're planting the right foot on the floor. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, elbow outside. The left foot or the left knee. Take a twist. And again, you can inhale, create the space. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, creating space. Exhale, rotate. And then come back. As you inhale, bring the tops of the feet to the floor, knees in line with each other, if possible. Press onto the feet, elbows to the sides, exhale, fall forward. Keep your arms active, keep breathing. And then inhale, come back. Inhale, lift the right arm up, reach out, bend the elbow. See if you can grab hold of. It's wonderful when you can reach. And this I can reach. So, but otherwise you can use a belt as well. And then exhale, release forwards. And then slowly coming back, releasing the arms, shake the legs. Bring the right foot on top of the left knee. If you have a gap in here like I've got, you can use a block or a sock or something to slide it in between. It's just that this hip for me is much closer than the other. So I'll put something in there. Again, bringing the hands to the feet, pressing onto the feet, elbows to the sides. See if you can come forwards. Then inhale, come back. And swap legs. You'll see how much different this leg is from the other one. This leg gets to the floor and to the foot. Press onto the feet and then come forwards. And then inhale, come back. stretch the legs. Open them to the sides. First, we're gonna bring the feet to the floor. Grab hold of the back of your thighs. Walk the feet towards you. Keep your back straight. If you think you start running, then you really need to do that exercise before you lift the legs away. So keep that spine straight and then see if you can lift the legs towards the sides. If you can, maybe you're able to grab hold of your toes and then lift into Upavista Konasana. If not, just interlace your fingers and just play here. You can play with your feet. You can do anything. You can lift one leg and the other one. Anything. Just be playful and creative with the movement. And then wherever you are, slowly coming back down, feet to the floor, toes dorsiflex towards you. First, we're just going to move in circles. You can bring your hands into this sort of interlacing the fingers, and then like exactly the same way if you were stirring some sort of soup or something like that, and it was make a massive cauldron, go around and around, keeping your hips sinking down. So if you notice that your hip is moving up, then you're probably going too far into the movement, and then over to the other side. We're just exercising our hip flexors a little bit more, and a little bit more. Come back to center, hands to the legs. Inhale, lift the chest. As we exhale, we fall. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, falling forwards. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhale, fall forwards. See where you can get to without straining your hip flexors. If you've got it blocked, you can also bring the elbows to the block and relax. Make sure that your legs are engaged. And then inhale, come back. Slowly bring one leg in. Internally rotate your thighs back a little bit. Sit very tall. We're going to open the right arm to the side. And then exhale. See if you can open into this sort of lateral stretch. Keep your chest open and your shoulder moving back. See if you notice any difference from the beginning of the class when we were opening the intercostal muscles at the beginning, where we just pulsating into that side stretch. And inhale, come back. We're going to bring the left hand outside the right knee, and then we're going to take a twist towards that right side. And then inhale, come back and swap legs. And then again, sitting tall, internally rotate your thighs, open your left arm to the side, and then over to the right. Keep your chest open. If you see you're collapsing like this is another pose. Here you're trying to stretch your back. Here you're trying to stretch the side of your body. So keep your chest open. You might not get to the foot, you might be here. This is great, because you're exercising the right muscles. And then exhale, release. Okay. Baddha Konasana, like at the start of the class. My hips are much open now. My knees are much closer to the floor. Bring your feet in, open the feet towards the side. Lift through the chest, exhale, release. Notice any difference, maybe with the start of the class, maybe not. Just connecting with your body. And then inhale, come back. Do not release the legs stay the same. And then we're going to go into Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring yourself to your elbows and eventually bring yourself down. Your feet are still connected. Your knees are still open to the side. Relax the head down. Notice the separation between your lower spine and the floor. See if you can correct that if it's really separated from the floor. And then inhale, bring the knees together, bring them into the chest, rounding through the back and the lower back. Inhale, lift the head towards the knees. Exhale, release. One more opening. As we did before in the standing, bring the right knee in, cross the foot over to the other side and place the foot on the left knee. And then maybe you can grab hold of the back of the thigh. Maybe you can grab hold of the front of the shin. Wherever you are, you might be doing a little bit of movement from side to side, releasing any tension on the lower back. And whenever you're ready, drop the knees as they are and the legs towards the left. You might need to release the arms before. Open the arms wide if you have a space. If you're already colliding onto something like a mile, bend the elbows. And breathe in. Starting to release everything so that we can go into final relaxation. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, release the leg, knees in, give yourself a little hug. Exhale, release the soles of the feet down. Bring the left knee in, cross it so that the foot rests on the top of the right thigh, and then bring the legs towards you. And also you can move from side to side. And whenever you're ready, dropping the legs towards the right. Opening the arms. Make sure that both shoulder blades are resting on the floor. And then inhale, come back to center. Release the leg. Bring the knees onto the chest. Bring the hands to the outer edges of the feet. And rock from side to side a little bit, keeping your sacrum on the floor. Massaging your lower back. And whenever you're ready, release the legs down and prepare for Savasana. If you need to put something warm on, a blanket or something, please do. Make sure that your shoulders are away from the ears. Palms of the hands facing the ceiling, feet dropping to the sides. We're going to be here for 3 minutes. Take these 3 minutes as a nourishing time. Space for yourself more than anything. Just a little pause in your busy day so that you can replenish energy. Bring awareness to the top of, the soles of the feet. And as you exhale, you soften through the soles of the feet. Awareness to your ankles and your lower legs, knees, back of the knees, thighs, back of the thighs, hips. Your pelvis is heavy. Your center of gravity moving towards the center of the earth, just letting the gravity do its job. Your internal organs, your rib cage, collarbones, everything softening and relaxing. Your hands and your wrists, lower arms, upper arms and shoulders, relaxing even more. Your spine is soft all the way up to your neck. Your face and your facial muscles softening. Take skin across your forehead, releasing and softening. From the soles of the feet to the top of your head, you feel the benefits of the yoga practice that you just done. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Bring some movement back into the body. Moving toes or fingers, or maybe even wiggling your nose, your facial muscles. You can stretch the arms over the head if that works for you. And roll onto the right side of your body when you feel ready for it. Coming back to a seated position in your own time, without any rush or anything. Simply moving consciously. Hands to the heart center. Thank you so much for attending this class. And if you're watching it later on as well, namaste. Thank you.